Everyone at Brookside Academy knew one rule: never stand up to Victoria Sinclair. Parents avoided her, teachers feared her. But when a single dad hears what she told his 7-year-old daughter, he walks straight toward the woman no one dares challenge. The courtyard freezes, whispers rise, and for the first time, the queen of the school feels her power slipping. Jacob Morales had never planned on getting involved. As a single dad, juggling work, school runs, and late-night homework sessions, he barely had time to breathe, let alone pick a fight with the wealthiest woman in Brookside. But life has a way of choosing its own battles, especially when someone threatens the little person you love most. On a chilly Thursday morning, Jacob was dropping off his 7-year-old daughter, Emma, at Brookside Academy. The school courtyard buzzed with chatter, but it all dimmed the moment Victoria Sinclair stepped out of her silver luxury car. She was the type of woman who wore power like perfume, sharp, cold, and impossible to ignore. Victoria ran the school's board and half the town, if rumors were to be believed. People feared her words the way others feared storms. Jacob didn't, mostly because he never expected to be on her radar. That changed when Emma tugged at his sleeve, eyes glossy. "Daddy," Mrs. Sinclair said, "my science project looks cheap." He crouched down. "She said that to you?" Emma nodded, clutching the small solar system model they'd made together from painted foam balls and toothpicks. She told her son that some kids should know their place. Heat surged up Jacob's neck. He stood up, scanning the courtyard. Victoria was already strutting toward the entrance, heels clicking like judgment. Jacob wasn't one to cause a scene, but he also wasn't about to let his daughter think her worth depended on anyone's bank account. "Stay here, sweetheart," he said gently. He walked across the courtyard, and whispers began before he even opened his mouth. No one approached Victoria Sinclair. No one even tried, except him. "Mrs. Sinclair," Jacob called. She turned, raising an eyebrow as if surprised that someone like him knew how to speak. "Yes," she said, voice smooth and sharp. "If this is about the fundraising volunteer slots, I'm afraid they're already full." "It's not about that," Jacob replied. "It's about what you said to my daughter." A flicker of annoyance crossed her face. "I speak to many children. You'll have to be more specific." "You told her that her project looked cheap," he said, "and that she should know her place." Victoria's lips curved into a brittle smile. "I make observations. If she's sensitive, perhaps you should prepare her for the real world." "She's 7, Jacob said, voice steady but firm. "The real world can wait. What she doesn't need is an adult tearing her down because she doesn't have designer glitter or whatever your son used on his project." A crowd was forming. Teachers froze in place. Parents held their breath. This was new someone challenging the Queen of Brookside. Victoria's eyes narrowed. "You're overreacting." "No," Jacob said. "I'm parenting, which includes standing up for my daughter." The courtyard fell silent. For the first time, Victoria seemed unsure. Her confidence slipped just a little. She glanced around and appeared to notice the watching faces. Jacob continued, "You want kids to thrive at this school. Start by setting an example worth following. Respect is not a luxury item." A teacher, Mr. Dawson, finally stepped forward, clearing his throat. "Mr. Morales is right. All students deserve encouragement, regardless of background." A ripple of agreement moved through the crowd. A few parents nodded. Someone murmured, "He's got a point." Victoria's power cracked. She stiffened, then turned her gaze to Emma, who was still holding her project close to her chest. Her jaw tightened. "Your model is well done," she managed, the words sounding foreign in her mouth. Emma blinked. "Thank you," she whispered. Victoria gave a curt nod and hurried inside, retreating before more damage was done to her ego or her reputation. Jacob walked back to Emma, exhaling the breath he'd been holding. "Daddy," she said softly, "you were really brave." He squeezed her hand. "For you, always." And that was how it happened, how a quiet, single dad challenged the richest, most feared woman in town. Not with wealth or status, but with something stronger, a father's love.